Mario Brothers. This ain't no game.
Podcasting from somewhere in Central Florida.
Where is the bloody rum?
I see you tried knifey spoony before.
Let's drink some rum.
Rum is the power, rum is the key, rum is the thing that will set us free. Rum,
And nerdy.
rum, ahoy! Rum,
And nerdy.
Sit back, relax, remember to turn off your cell phones. For the next hour, let me be your Candy Crush.
Hey everybody, welcome to Rum and Nerdy. I'm Greg.
And I'm Garrick.
And this is episode 4.12, the Thea Awards Hangover.
The Inspire Hangover? You inspire to hangover?
Oh, I said Thea Awards.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
That's where the drinking happened last night.
That was.
Yeah, that's where I ended up with his, hey everybody, it's not a couch, it's a love seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Anyway, what's actually the episode title, just to stay on point, is because it's St. Patrick's Day. It's corned beef and cabbage.
Have we ever recorded on St. Patrick's Day before?
I don't know.
Let's go with no. This is the first time we have ever recorded.
The
from
intern
St.
is
Patrick's
saying
Day.
no. Which, by the way, we have our intern, Tyler's with us.
Hello, hello.
And a very special guest. Ladies and gentlemen,
For the first time ever.
please welcome Demo Dave.
Well, good morning.
Listen to that voice.
And my voice is extra deep this morning.
It is. Weren't you out here till like 3 in the morning singing with Skid Row or some bullshit?
Yeah.
I actually sung last night.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, Greg did turn the page. It was actually quite good.
That's awesome.
And everybody's like, turn the microphone off.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, it was solid.
Is that really?
Thing.
Okay.
I was solid. The
So-
solid part was Tony.
Oh, my God.
He carried me on that.
Yeah, he killed it.
So, for those of you that weren't at the 30th annual Thea Award Gala, so the gala was at the Dobie Ballroom
Yeah.
at the Lowe's Hotel.
Which is
Resort
kind of like right
thing.
above the Dolby Theater.
It's right above. Yeah, it's basically, hey, we're Oscars adjacent,
We are.
literally.
Yeah.
And then after the gala, they had live band karaoke.
Yeah.
Which was freaking amazing.
With the moon units.
With the Moon Units, they are an incredible band. And also, we have some amazing, talented people in the TEA organization. 'Cause
Right?
damn.
Yeah.
There
Right?
are a handful of people that got on stage and I'm like, this is either going to really suck or amazing. Like,
So-
nope, absolutely amazing.
Michael got up and played guitar and sung, and then almost fell off the stage, so they stopped the song.
What?
Yeah. Michael.
Michael Libby.
Oh, yeah, we don't say last names.
Oh,
but
that's-
now
no.
the cat's out of the
You can
bag.
edit that later.
Sorry,
Whoopity-doo.
Sorry, Michael Libby.
And side note,
Yeah.
we were talking, and I was like, it's like one of my bucket list things. I'm going to get some friends, learn 5 songs, and gig once. At least once, I want to gig. And he's like, oh, what songs? Because he's like, because he is in a YouTube tribute band.
Nice.
He wants to. You'll like this. He's like, we would love to play at the Sphere Programming Center in Burbank. And somebody was like, there's no places for audience. And he doesn't care. They just want to play in the.
Well, and Wendy from the TA International Board, she set it on drums with the Moon Units.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For a handful of songs. So I mean,
One.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a handful.
Yeah. It was a big song.
Well, and you need 2 hands to play the drums.
Tell that to Def Leppard.
Fair. So there's that, and then after they kicked us out of there, we went back to the Lowe's hotel lobby where apparently Rock Camp? What's going
Rock
on
and
right
Roll
now?
Fantasy Camp.
Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp.
Yeah.
So
And that's
they're-
going on in LA all week.
Yeah, so they're a bunch of rock stars just staying in the hotel doing rock star fantasy camp stuff.
Yeah.
And singing with a bunch of idiots in tuxedos that just came from an awards gala.
Also known as me. But mostly Tony.
So, Dave,
Yes.
tell us about your 30th annual Thea Award Gala experience.
Well, I was the voice of God, as I am with Rum and Nerdy. I even won a what do they call it? A TEA.
A Tiet.
A Tiet.
Or
I
Thiet.
did, courtesy
Thiet.
of
Thiet.
Tyler the intern,
Nice. What was yours?
and for being the voice above it all.
Ooh,
Nice.
That's quality.
And I do have to say, it was probably, this is the third year that I've done the Voice of God, and it was certainly the most challenging because many of the award winners were all international. So they were either from Germany, they were Dutch,
one was
Asia.
Klingon.
I swear some of the names I had to get they seem like Klingon.
They switched up the script for a handful of the names because they're like, we just cannot pronounce this person's name.
Yeah.
We're not doing it. And they changed the script around to for that reason.
Well, apparently, like one of them, if you say the name wrong, it actually just means cock.
Yeah, and that person was also rather important, and we weren't going to risk that.
Yeah.
So guess what?
We're just going to just change that up.
Yeah, we're gonna change it. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I somehow got through the entire night, and it was very, very much fun.
Fairly drama free.
Yeah.
Yeah, until 4 a.m.
Until 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Did
I like
Did
about
you end up going to have breakfast after?
about 3 a.m. I went up because I had to get the shoes off. I'm like, you know what? I quit. I go up there and I get the tuxedo and everything, all the accoutrement off, packed up, and I'm just laying in bed and I get a text. We're all hungry. Want to go to breakfast? Yes, I do. Yes. So there's this chicken something or other that was up the street. We walk up to it. It says it's open 24 hours. It lies. But I think part of it is because they were setting up for the marathon today. And so they closed off the street, and they were street sweepers.
So we actually received a warning email from the TEA. They're like, oh, by the way, the LA Marathon is coming through. They're closing streets starting at 3 in the morning. So if you're trying to get from the hotel to the airport, good luck, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because they closed it down. So we ended up walking back, and then we did find Fatburger is open until 3:30 a.m. I think it's 3:30 a.m.
Thank you, Hollywood.
No, 4. It was 4. Yeah, because at that time it had to be 4. So they said, well, yeah, after 3:30, you can't eat it here. You have to take it away. So they're going to start cleaning.
What was the crowd like as you're walking at 3 a.m.? What kind of people did you encounter?
Well, there was one guy that was speaking ancient Sumerian. I don't know what I think he might have been trying to cast a spell. It was a homeless guy, and I feel bad for him, but wow, he has personality issues. But other than that, we heard a couple people screaming at each other, and I mean, it's Hollywood at 3 a.m.
It's usual city stuff though, because
but I think Hollywood kind of amplifies that normal city stuff.
It's weird
just
here.
a tad.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not, but I'm also saying I haven't felt unsafe. Like we received all sorts of warnings, like don't leave the hotel after dark, and always travel in pairs, and carry a big stick. Like I never felt like I had an issue walking around here.
I totally agree. That said, I mean, it is, having been like late night New York City, late night London. It is a different caliber of people on the street at 3:30, 4 a.m. And again, I'm not like I'm not joking like somebody was just kind of mumbling. This guy was speaking a language with whistles and clicks, and like we were all like, "What the hell is going on?" Some of the words were in English, and many of them weren't. But you see people like women walking down the street in only a bra. Like, but it was like a bra and bicycle shorts. It wasn't. It was just weird, like people leaving bars and raves, and
I don't know. Some of that stuff you still get on like iDrive in Orlando, so it's there's like a weird iDrive Orlando, Vegas strip kind of weird feel. Not like the main strip, but kind of the off strip. Like, hey, this is where all the this is where
North iDrive. No,
basically wherever your Ripley's Believe It or Not is. I think that's
kind of where things just go south.
Yeah, that's a marker of weird. Like, hey.
It's too bad we didn't have another microphone, because it sounds like you would have been an interesting guest on the pod.
Yeah, he might have. Yeah. He might have. And he might have summoned demons. I don't know. But I guess
we've never had a demon on the show.
We have not. That would have been a first, too.
Yeah. We're all inclusive here.
But I hear. Let me describe it this way. The quantity of that amount of weird stood out.
There is a higher weird density. Yeah.
Yes. The weird per capita is really fucking high.
Acting.
Anyway, before we were recording, Tyler. Hi, Tyler.
Hi.
Tyler was telling us about this quote generator thing. Please explain to the listener what it is that you have.
So there is a thing called the incorrect quote generator. Some of my friends and I had found it, and the idea is you put in a list of names, and you can put in however many people, like up to 6, and you press generate, and it gives you, it's called an incorrect quote, so it is not the person, it is not a direct quote, like it's not something like someone would actually say, but it's something that you may have heard from a TV show or another concept.
But it
So is it grabbing random quotes that were really said, or is it just making up sentences?
It's real quotes that were actually said in different forms of media. But instead
because I've
of
never
being,
seen more seen. I've never felt more seen by an AI than this.
I
thing.
like to joke that the incorrect quote generator is prescient, or at least has a sense for the people, even just the names, regardless of what order the names are in, it has an idea of the people. So oddly enough, when it generates the quotes, you read it and you're like, oh, this sounds a lot like them.
Does it ask for information like, here's Greg, he's a Pisces.
No, it
grew up
doesn't.
in the
It
Midwest.
just asks for the list of names to be input.
Okay.
Okay. Well, do you have some of your favorites queued up?
That I do.
These are great, Dave.
The
You're
one
gonna
that
love this.
started it all, when I first went, hey, let's see if we can put in the Rum and Nerdy team, crew, whatever. Greg.
Degenerates.
Yes. Greg, you spent all our money on this? Garrick, putting tiny raincoats on ducklings. They live outside. They need this.
Tell me that is not something that would happen with us. And give us one more good one.
Ooh.
That's actually pretty spot on.
Ooh, does this one? I have a couple queued up. Ooh, this is a good one. Greg, I'm genuinely surprised you haven't gotten arrested, let alone gotten a felony yet. Garrick, nat 20 charisma. Greg, that is not how that works.
Very appropriate.
That one works for us.
Very
Yeah.
appropriate. Yeah. So the other point of discussion that came out of this is what do we call ourselves? Because I realize,
yeah.
Because I realize I write a lot of copy for Instagram.
You're gonna like this, Dave.
So it's like, hey, what are we? Team, crew, squad, coven? Like what's our?
I'm
what's our
down
word?
for coven.
I like coven.
Rum coven.
Rum coven.
Yes.
It almost sounds dirty.
That's why I like it.
Yeah, but we already have a rum council. Do we really need a rum coven? Unless rum coven is
You know
like
what?
the
The
VIP,
coin still works.
The VIP of rum council.
Yeah, the logo on the coin works. The Central Florida Rum Coven.
Rum coven within Rum Council.
Or maybe that's like a Halloween special. Come to the CFRC rum coven.
You can get all the fancy robes.
I'm sidebar.
We do
A
need-
year ago when we did the Inspire Gala recording at the 25th anniversary party for Mad Systems, we had Mr. Chris.
Yeah.
He just walked by. He's the one that caused me all the editing.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, that's a big surprise.
Yeah.
Hey, we had to cut out like a half hour of our recording. All of it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, I didn't realize we were supposed to dress up, as I see Garrick here wearing a nice blazer on the Hangover show.
I'm wearing my nice blazer because I don't have enough hangers in my suitcase. So also, I like flying classy.
I like flying. If I could fly in pajamas, I would put on pajamas.
Absolutely not. You got to every time you get on an airplane, you got to Don Draper that shit and just be like,
No, you get on
We're
an
going all
airplane,
out.
you have to go the people of Walmart. You got to people the Walmart.
I split the
airplanes.
middle. I am currently in like a comfy yoga top and jeans and tennis shoes. And I am very comfortable, but I'm not like, I wouldn't go the pajama route, but I'm also not I need to wear a suit on the plane.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a big suit guy. Actually, the past 10 years, I've worn a tuxedo more than I've worn a suit. So,
Yeah, but you got the jacket. It's not a suit jacket. It's a sports jacket.
yeah, but
It's still fabric and about the same configuration that covers most of your torso.
I brought two, and one of them has sand in the pockets. So just to let you know how that went.
Mistakes were made, but not by me.
Never.
No, we're good. We're on the glowing side of fine.
And Dave,
Yes.
you and the fabulous Shannon, you actually, you and I are dressed similarly. It's very casual, comfortable, but you're not getting on a plane. You guys just drive home.
Yeah, we're just going to drive home, just heading back to Vegas.
So there's no like checking in 2 hours ahead of time or any of that. You just
We just hit the road and cruise, and it's just an easy drive because driving to Vegas on a Sunday, you pretty much have the I-15 to yourself.
really.
It's
I guess all the
beautiful.
traffic's the other
It's
direction.
going the other direction.
I've-
So we look at all the other idiots driving the other direction and just kind of laugh at them.
I want to do the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas road trip, but Barstow, Baker, just all the shit towns in between L.A. and
Well,
Vegas.
like the alien fresh jerky.
Oh yeah,
I was about to say
stop
that.
Off,
It
stop
is-
off there, man.
It is the best. I actually got my son one time when he was, it was about 10 years ago. He was 16 at the time.
Yeah.
And he always loves to challenge me for spice level. Well, Alien Fresh Jerky has a jerky called Colon Cleanser.
Oh God. Hey, that's what you need on a road trip.
Uh-huh. So I took just a little, I took just a bite of it and started literally tearing up.
Holy
and I
shit.
like spice. So needless to say, of course, I bought a bag, along with a couple others from there,
And
brought it home, and I told him, I said, all right, buddy, I said, I brought some jerky from Alien Fresh, but what this one, it's too hot. You're not going to want to do it. He's like, well, did you do it? Well, yeah, of course.
Of course I did it.
Give me that bag. And he just started tearing into it, and he just took 2 or
jeez.
3 big monster-sized bites.
Mistakes were made.
Oh my God! He ran to the refrigerator, and I think he drank about a gallon of milk. his mouth was so on fire. You could just see the ghost peppers just layered on top of this jerky. It was so hot.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Just a very quick hello from our most inappropriate guest ever. Here he is, Chris.
Hey, everybody.
You've got that morning voice. Oh, and you smell like cigarettes, like a 1970 conversion band.
I smell like a dumpster fire. I look like a dumpster fire. It's because I'm a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks for swinging by and saying hi.
Yeah.
Love you, brother. Travel safe.
that's officially the most nipples we've ever had on the show.
Yeah. And only Chris would walk through a lobby and pull his shirt up to show his bare chest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No shame.
I love that guy.
No shame.
Yeah.
But yes, the Alien Fresh Jerky, highly recommended.
I
they
really want to go. How far outside of Vegas are they?
They're kind of right in the middle. They're in Baker.
They're in Baker. Okay, so
Yeah.
so it's basically like 2 hours from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
2 hours from anything.
2 hours from.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad. Not bad.
It's a long way to go for jerky, but the experience. Anyway, so I saved my bag. Did not try it at the event on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
I did not open my bag, so I have an unopened bag in the suitcase. But I'm going to take it home and share it with my wife.
I destroyed mine that night.
I watched you.
I know. I was like,
I was almost like, can I have just a little taste?
You could.
So I didn't open.
You could have done that. But no, I was really hungry. And
I'm actually surprised you just didn't tear into that last night.
Yeah.
Just because the drunk food.
Yeah.
He
No,
forgot,
no.
He forgot he had it.
Nothing's better than an overcooked burger at 4 a.m. from a guy that just wants to close the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I needed.
Yeah.
The look on Tyler's face was like,
Well, and as long as you have a meth addict clicking at you, it really adds to the ambience.
and I'm telling you, it tasted like the experience I was having walking through Hollywood at Fort. Like it was representative of the culture, the local culture. It was definitely like if you go to India and you have Indian food, or you go to Italy and you have Italian food, or you go to Hollywood and you have this fucking burnt hamburger.
They screwed this up in ways I'm not even sure how they did it.
And I'm a fan of Fat Burger. We have Fat
Right.
Burger in Vegas. They're
Right.
usually quite good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, usually not 4 a.m.
Yeah, true. I don't think I've ever had a 4 a.m.
There's kind
Fat
of
Burger.
there's kind of a magic window for food. Like I'm going to call it between midnight and 5 a.m. You're not getting anything good.
No.
You just aren't. They're either getting ready for tomorrow or they're throwing shit out from today, You're just in that sweet spot of shitty food. You're probably drunk and it doesn't matter.
Well, and probably the guy making the burger was probably really high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that.
So it's one of those. It's like you're looking up at the menu, and it's like I'll have a whatever the fuck you have left.
I really love the fact that we're doing this from the lobby of the Lowe's Hollywood Hotel,
as all of our
and everyone
people
from
are
the TEA is just leaving now. So it's like, oh hey, how's it going? Wave goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh hey, how you doing? Wave goodbye. Oh hey. Good.
They're all wanting to come over,
and I think they're all hungover too.
Monet's just over there. She saw us and waved. Oh, and I'm wearing the largest, brightest green Luigi hat possible.
Yeah, I'll post pictures from that once we. Because we haven't talked about any of the Inspire stuff.
Correct.
So, what did everybody think about Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Hollywood?
Wow.
The best thing ever.
Yeah.
I was thrilled to go punch a block. Finally. I've seen the pictures.
Sounds like it's code for something. Did you try heroin? Is that
no.
Is that code for something?
No. The giant gold question mark boxes.
Yeah.
And when you punch the bottom of them, they make sounds and they light up. You
Bling.
see them in videos, but now doing it.
Yeah, and they also add because we when we arrived for the the TEA VIP event thing, we each got the one of the wristbands.
Yeah.
So you get the little wristband thing that tracks your gameplay.
It's called the Power Up Band.
The Power Up Band, and it lets
I left
you
mine in the box.
Okay. I kept my box. I didn't want to throw it out or nothing. But it allows you to interact with the elements of the fancy land.
Sure. I just I knew that I was kind of had to be on and give tours and show off the work. Yeah. So I left it in because I'm going to take that box and it's going to be added to the shelf background.
Yeah.
In the studio.
I have a friend of mine. So within our little friend group, your team did the scenic.
Yeah, everything in the queue line and the ride.
Yeah, the Mario Kart ride. So your team did a lot of the scenic elements there. Another friend of ours did all of the interactives.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting a sort of a VIP walkthrough tour of all the different interactive elements and hidden things throughout the land, which was outstanding.
Ladies and gentlemen, just another, as we said, everybody's just walking through here. Briefly, please welcome Lisa.
Hi, everybody. I love Rum and Nerdy. I'm a big fangirl.
We have a lot of fans in the TEA.
Well, and Tom has been a guest on the show.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So have I.
Yes. Look at that. We've all been. Look at that.
But how are you doing? You have a good time last night?
Oh, it was such a fun night.
I saw you up there singing.
That was fun.
You tore it up.
Thank you. That's my go-to song. If I can't do that one, I don't know what there is in life.
I was going to do this really good Carcass song that I knew, but the band didn't know it.
Oh, you're kidding.
Really, the band didn't know Carcass?
I'm really shocked.
Yeah.
They also didn't know Alicia Keys, so,
Well,
yeah, but for what were they, like a 9-piece freaking orchestra band? They had a harpist, so I mean, they're probably limited to the amount of stuff that they're gonna fumble through with a harp.
Well, and not a lot of harp in Carcass.
No, but the imagery of me in a tuxedo on stage screaming like Grover,
Yeah, I was always more of a Cannibal Corpse fan myself.
Bye, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Oh, there's Tom, and they're just getting into a car.
Oh yeah, their car was there. They had to go.
Oh, look at that.
Bye. Man, this lobby is the who's who of who's hungover.
Yes.
It's the who's who of who's still alive.
Yes.
Everybody's moving a little slow.
It's been a long week. For some, longer than others.
Anyway, we never decided what's our group called. Is it a coven? Like,
I thought we agreed the coven was.
I'm not entirely sure how to spell coven, so.
COVEN.
Oh, well, that's easier than I was expecting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought there might have been like a silent I or something.
Yeah. There's an ampersand in there.
It could be. Like, Deadmau 5. Just we're gonna weasel.
Yeah.
We're gonna slip a letter in there for absolutely no reason.
How do you pronounce ampersand?
Yeah, we spell coven with the number 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, sent in from the car. Here he is, Tom Shanley.
What's up, Luigi? How are you, buddy? Looking good.
Oh, yeah, loving the hat. I'm so glad you came in to say hi. This has been wonderful having people leave and come and say hi real fast. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling a little bit from last night. I blame you guys, but what can I do?
Most people do blame us. That's fine.
Yeah, well,
we're good fall guys.
Yeah, you're used to it, so I appreciate that. But yeah, a lot of fun, guys.
I need to get a T-shirt with a matching hat that has just tire prints under it. You know, that like really big chunky bus tires. Like we got thrown under the bus.
I like it. I'll take one of those too.
And your shirt's pretty badass too. Abide.
With the dude. Yeah,
Abides,
that's awesome.
Anyway, I got to roll because the missus, she's got she calls the ball and I got to go. But anyway.
No, thanks for coming back in. Tell her thanks for sending you in to say hi. I turned around and I was making commentary and she was gone. So tell her thanks for saying hi.
I will. Okay, you guys. Have fun.
Awesome, man.
Good luck. See you later.
He's our actor friend.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah,
like the actual, he's working actor.
Yeah, he did. We had him on promoting the movie with Kelsey Grammer. He did not too long ago.
Yeah. That was good.
Sunglasses. I thought I might have left it.
Oh.
You can take Dave's if you want.
Probably not.
That's where I put those.
Yeah.
I gotta find mine. I'm kind of bummed. They're prescription.
Is this person loading sticks into his car? There's a guy loading sticks into his car.
Is in drumsticks?
No, they're just fucking sticks.
Probably some display. Tyler just ran off. That's fun.
She had a hard out at 11.
Oh.
Man, it's like 11. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, because her flight's a little earlier, I believe.
Yeah. So Dave, what's been your favorite part of the whole week? Because you were with us in Newport earlier this week.
I was not. No, I did not. Do
Newport. You flew in.
I flew in on Wednesday.
Drove without you. You flew in. Oh yeah.
You
made her drive to Newport on her own.
Yes.
Well, her car was full of signage.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she had to zip out, but frankly, I think she enjoys having a couple days off from Dave.
You know what though? I'll say this: Rum and Nerdy the Weekend coming up in June.
Yes.
She is so jealous and yet excited for you because, she acknowledges that you also need some guy time. So we're looking forward to it.
Oh, this is going to be epic, my friends.
It's going to be ridiculously epic.
Yeah. Like crazy, crazy cool.
Yeah. I can't wait. We need to start planning and figuring out where we're staying and everything else.
Yeah.
And then we have, because we do have listeners, and we're billing this as Rum and Nerdy the Weekend, do we tell people to swing by and say hi? Is that creepy to have people just show up at our thing? Or
you know what? Every time that we've done it and people have swung by, it's not been creepy. So we got to figure out where Tyson's going to be on one of the nights and just be like, hey, we're going to go out. We're all going to, Rum and Nerdy is going to support Tyson. Boom.
Yeah. So there'll be an official Rum and Nerdy night out?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, not just like us out. But
like,
that's, yeah.
Our whole coven will be there.
If you
Will there be rum?
Yes, there will absolutely be rum.
Yeah, we have to find like where the good rum bars are.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a cool tiki bar, and it's going to be there somewhere.
Nothing says Nashville like tiki.
Like tiki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every city has a nice little tiki bar.
Sometimes they're a little hidden, a little harder to find.
Yeah. Sometimes they're at a dude's house, like in Milwaukee.
Oh, that was hilarious. Well, okay, yeah, but in Milwaukee's defense, most of the bars are just a dude's house.
Yeah,
hey,
that is.
You know what? My house is on this street corner, and I could live upstairs and turn my living room into a bar. This is a great idea.
I could sell beer. Think of the money I'll make.
Those are the best freaking bars, man.
Yeah. Well, it's Milwaukee. I can sell beer and cheese.
Yeah, popcorn. If you're going to open a bar, you have to have popcorn.
What was that place we went that had like cheese curds, something or other? It was like, but it was like cheese curds served on top of cheese sticks covered in melted. It was like something. It was the most cheesy thing I've ever eaten.
With truffle oil and bacon crumbles.
Yeah, something like that.
And all of it deep fried.
Tater tots.
Yeah, the tater tots place, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was right on Water Street. I don't remember the name.
Yeah, that was my favorite food experience ever.
Whenever
there's that and then adrenaline.
And I know that because whenever I mention the city of Milwaukee, the first thing that you say is, oh, yeah, those tater tots. I'm like, yes. Milwaukee is known for their world-class tater tots.
Yeah.
And being hungover this morning and haven't eaten yet, that sounds fucking fabulous.
It does. It does. I want me some tater tots right now.
Yes.
But I also want corned beef and cabbage because it
is St. Patrick's Day.
I don't know why. I mean, let's be honest. Irish food is the worst of the food.
I
don't
but
know.
that particular day, throw a little salt and pepper on it.
Throw a little salt and pepper and
A little salt
bacon,
on a piece of meat that's literally been soaked in salt brine for a month, and then
this guy is honestly driving away with a tree in his car. Like, I don't know why. It's like he's rethatching a house and he just stole all of these twigs out of the lobby. Like, I don't know where. This is a nice hotel. I do not know where he got that.
Is it a tree or is it shrubbery?
Yeah, it's kind of a tall shrubbery, but they're all like dead sticks. I don't know.
Yeah,
a little confused.
Oh, good. So, Dave,
Yes.
At the risk of turning the rest of this episode into a rehash of our previous episode, thoughts, because you and I continued the conversation, and instead of doing 10, just your top 5, if you had to pick 5 albums and that's all you could listen to.
Oh, yeah,
for the
your top 5.
Very important information.
Yes, because when you came for the hurricane that hit Las Vegas,
oh yeah,
we were discussing these things in the 75-mile-per-hour winds that I went out and fired up the Weber and grilled up some ribeyes, which those came out good.
We raved so crazy on a previous episode talking about how good that was.
But Pink Floyd, "Wish You Were Here."
Okay,
that's a good album.
We Shine on You, Crazy Diamond.
I had Dark Side. Yeah, it Have a Cigar.
Yes,
on that one.
Shine on You, Crazy Diamond.
Shine on You, Crazy.
Amazing.
Yeah, Shine on You, Crazy Diamond. Parts 1 through 9, or whatever.
Parts 1 through 5 start the album, and then parts 6 through 9 finish the album.
Yeah, and I never understood that. It's just.
And then since I have the Show Cafe vinyl, I've actually put all 9 parts just together as one big, long 30-minute track.
That is.
Can I have
the
that track?
way- That's the way to do it.
Oh, it's so good.
That's the way to do it. Okay, so we have Wish You Were Here.
Wish You Were Here.
Yep.
Led Zeppelin, Physical Graffiti.
Ooh, that is a really good album.
Robert Plant has actually said that that is his favorite Led Zeppelin album, and absolutely love it. And the fact that if I'm on a desert island, I get a double disc. So that is always fun.
Yeah. Okay.
When I'm feeling
I didn't think about. Well, you know what? My double disc was Joe's Garage, so I guess I did pick one. Yeah.
Yeah, and it double disc is not necessarily the way I was going, but
it's sold in a singular package. It counts.
It is.
Oh, no, it counts. I'm just saying it wasn't a requirement that I had. Like, I wasn't
gotcha
shooting for length.
Going for length. For when I'm feeling angry or stressed out, and I just need to let it out. Rage Against the Machine, the debut album.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
With Killing in the Name of, Freedom, Bomb Track.
Killing in the Name of is one of those. I think it's underrated now. Back in the day, it was definitely the rage song.
Oh.
But every now and then you'll hear it come on the radio, and you just start screaming to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell is that guy doing? Oh, rage, got it.
It is just the best. Driving down the freeway and just cranking it as loud as your stereo will go.
I'm not sure what type of machine they were raging against, but I'm assuming it was a photocopier.
Could be like the Office Space fax machine.
Yeah,
nice.
Exactly.
Let's see. I got 2 left.
2 left. Where are we going?
Ooh.
Where are we going?
Ooh. Where do we go from here? Because I wasn't prepared to come and drop the knowledge.
You should have these albums just already queued up. Like, it should be more
just
of a
ready to rock.
Yeah. You got a pretty good selection going on. So Wendy earlier in the week at the TEA Strategic Planning meetings had a different version of this, which I like equally as much. It's different, but it's equally as much. You get one artist, you get their entire catalog.
Oh.
So it's a similar concept, but a different format, basically.
Interesting.
I would say
that's a good.
the Beatles.
We'll get back to that one shortly. But yeah, Dave's got 2 more albums.
I might take a Rush 2112.
Oh,
I love that album.
That's a good one.
Yes, that is just absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. I like that one. Okay.
And
One
then
more. Last one.
And then a last one. You may find this to be an odd pick, but
I had Chumbawamba on my list. Don't worry about being odd.
Yeah.
Grover Washington Jr.'s Wine Light album.
Ooh.
I thought you were going to go with like a surgeon, but the 45 with just that song on it
from Weird Al.
Yeah.
No, not that one. Not that
That's
one
like
at all.
that. It's kind of like a vote for Ross Perot. It's like it didn't count.
It just doesn't count.
Yeah.
Mulligan.
So yeah, and the Wine Light album is the one with just the two of us. The
Yeah.
full 8
Yeah.
minute album version, which
Absolutely.
is awesome. And so if I'm on the island and I feel like I need some sexy time,
Yeah.
that's a perfect album for
yeah.
that.
I had
yeah.
I tried to get enough variety in my list because there's you got to mix it up every now
Well,
and
that's
then.
just it. So
Yeah.
I kind of have a few different genres
Yeah.
included in my list of 5 that will keep me busy.
Absolutely,
I could
man.
really honestly throw any of those albums on beginning to end and be a very happy camper.
And that's the whole point. The whole point is just artists that made albums to be albums, and if you're just flipping through the hits, you're missing half of the art.
And that's where Spotify has kind of ruined that album experience.
Yeah, because the music industry in general, and I think it's one of the reasons I think Taylor Swift has really resonated with people is that she releases albums, and up until this kind of resurgence in albums, it's been all about singles and hits and how many clicks, how many downloads can I get?
Yeah,
per track.
Didn't like Drake finally beat the Beatles record on like the number of number ones at like any period of time or whatever?
No, because Elvis beat the Beatles record.
No,
of number ones.
there's I forgot what there was one stat from the Beatles, because they had released like multiple albums within the same calendar year.
Mm-hmm.
There was some stat that they had that Drake beat because he released everything as singles throughout a year. Yeah,
I don't know.
I have to look that up.
Yeah, I don't know.
So who's your artist catalog? Now that we got your albums.
Who would be the artist catalog?
I have mine. This is the one that I gave Wendy, and she agreed. She had the same artist, she had the same artist for basically the same reasons.
Is yours Chumbawamba?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Let's be honest. They had one album.
Let's see. Well, 2 if you count the country album.
Which I have, and it's amazing.
Yeah. I might have to go with Pink Floyd.
That was mine.
Really?
That was mine. And the reason is if you listen to Pink Floyd, every one of their albums, like their musical genre is a spectrum. You listen to their first album, Piper at the Gates of Dawn, it sounds like the Beatles.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
They sound exactly like the Beatles.
And that's why Beatles are mine, because
you listen
first album, last album.
Yeah, but first album, last album for the Beatles sound exactly the same.
No.
Pink Floyd, well, not exactly, but I mean, they didn't. Their spectrum is so wide. I'm putting my hands up like a foot. Pink Floyd is like this because their first album they sounded like the Beatles. Their middle albums they sounded like Led Zeppelin. Their last album, which they released, 5 years ago? Some Endless River. When did that come out?
Oh, the Endless River. Yeah,
Endless River,
which was a lot of instrumental tracks.
It was all this instrumental mood type music, like the stuff you hear at a spa, and you're like. That is one of the biggest spectrums of music
genres. Did they
genres.
do a cover of Girl from Ipanema?
Maybe.
I do have to challenge Greg on because I know he'd mentioned for the Beatles. You said Sgt. Pepper was your album for the Beatles, and I got to trump that and say I think it's Abbey Road.
That's a good one too.
Abbey Road. That's just. I think it's because it's almost like a Pink Floyd album. I mean, it's so is Sgt. Pepper, but the fact that it's a conceptual album with the tracks running into each other.
Yeah. But Sgt. Pepper's also that way, and I know
it's a story.
Yeah,
it is a story.
Out of their catalog, there were more tracks on Sgt. Pepper that resonated with me.
Yeah, I get that.
But Abbey Road is still. I'm not going to take any of those albums away from anybody.
No, without a doubt. And I actually have the Abbey Road on vinyl. It's
as do I.
Yeah,
as do I.
And that is just fantastic. One of my favorite albums of all time, actually.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was expecting to get more shit from people for having Chumbawamba on my list, but I think nobody knows who that band is. So, I've kind of been safe.
Tub thumping.
Hey, can I interject real fast? Because we've got some friends that are desperately trying to leave, including Tyler. She's got to catch her flight.
Oh.
And having a hard time finding an Uber right now.
Oh.
But they're handling that. But I also, in fact, I'm going to let you do it because we have a very special guest. Tell us who is here with you.
Introducing my mom.
Hi.
Hi, Tyler's mom.
Hi, Tyler's mom. Should we just refer to you that, or do you have a name?
I'm Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Melissa's hung out with us a couple times this week in the very, very late evening, killing it with us. You did a shot with me, a green tea shot the other day.
Several, I think. You went back early.
Anyway.
We'll edit that out.
And so we're going to get this on the record, recorded. You sure you're okay with us having mentoring responsibilities for your daughter?
I have questioned that, but no, I'm fine with it. She has a good sense. She's a good sense of being with people.
That's good. That's good. And, you know...
Just hit save and call this episode Exhibit A for our upcoming trial.
Welcome to episode 4.12, Exhibit A.
Evidence right here.
Yeah. No, it says, like, raising, two daughters. I get it. So, happy to be a positive influence in a person's life who's so energetic and motivated. So, she's been awesome.
And thank you for all your support of her career through, the TEA and Inspire Week. I mean, this is... It's kind of a big deal to come out to Hollywood for a couple of days, and
it's what she's wanted to do for a long time. You would be amazed at where her interests and where it came out at, and it's not something that we've just supported her, and it's her own path. My husband and I both actually were in the industry at one time, not really not since she was born though, and we didn't know where and what she would do, but
I'll be honest, I'm still trying to figure it out for me.
But this is always what her eyes got big, and she would read and want the next thing to find out what was going on, and so it's been a true general curiosity, and we're glad to support her.
It's awesome. I tell you,
that's outstanding.
Her hard work and motivation and tenacity. She had an opportunity to meet some absolute crushers this week. Really, really just icons of our industry, and she's had a chance to not just get to meet them, but to impress them. So well done on you for raising such an amazing daughter.
Thank you, but I'm glad to see her journey. I'm excited to watch where she goes.
Awesome. Thanks. Travel safe, and looking forward to seeing you at the next one.
Absolutely.
Alrighty. Hello. Thank you, Roman Nerdy Nation, for supporting us. It's been a fun Inspire Week. I will see you all around Orlando or whenever you come by to Florida. Say hello.
Now we're not just a coven, we're a nation. I like that one. Ooh. That's a bigger word.
Well,
that sounds way bigger than a coven.
No, we're
the what?
A couple of people just walked through the lobby and were saying, "Look, Roman Nerdy is there."
Yeah,
taping.
Absolutely.
We're huge in this industry. Dozens of listeners.
And by industry, he means this specific hotel right now.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting my girl. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Anytime.
Well, travel safe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Bye,
y'all. And point of clarification, we are the coven. The listeners are the nation.
Okay. Okay. I'll accept that. Anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to make sure we had a chance to say goodbye to her.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely. She is awesome.
Yeah.
She even got up and presented last night.
She
up
did.
On stage.
Yeah. She did.
She killed it. Yeah, she killed it. She did a great job.
Yeah, that was fun. That's fun. Anyway, so we were talking about you were challenging my choice of the Beatles.
Oh, yes.
Abbey Road versus
Abbey Road versus Sgt. Pepper. But both are just solid, amazing choices.
What songs off of Abbey Road really resonate with you?
I love the Sun King medley, and then also the Golden Slumbers medley.
Oh.
The Sun King medley is literally, it's kind of the whole, if you just put on that whole side of the album, it just, each track runs into the next, and it's just amazing. So, yeah, I think that's kind of why it's my favorite. Sgt. Pepper is amazing in the fact that they did that whole album with just an 8-track. Literally, the multi-track was only 8 channels, and they did so much cool shit in bouncing back and forth between tapes and editing with the razor blade to create the sounds and the sonics that they did. I mean, it's just mind-blowing what they did with the technology that was available to them at the time.
That was the album that drove Brian Wilson. I mean, he was already kind of on his way, but it broke him trying to listen over and over, because Beatles in their own right, or Beach Boys rather, in their own right, did some really cool shit. And
they did.
In important recording things at a time when people didn't know how to do that.
Yeah, they used a theremin in one of their albums, Pink One.
Yeah, so for him to kind of just listen to it over and over and over and over, going, how the hell did they do that?
Yeah. And the quality, I mean, you listen to it today, and it still stands up to modern technology standards.
Yeah.
Of stuff recorded today with the multi-track, it's all digital. So, yeah, just mind-blowing what they were able to do.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy.
Let's see. I was just going through the list. Like, come together.
Oh, that's right.
This is a good one. Maxwell Silverhammer. Octopus's Garden. Here Comes the Sun. Ooh, that's a dynamite. Yeah, there's some
solid.
There's some great songs on that album. I'd still go with Sgt. For me, I would still go with Sgt. Pepper.
So I got to know, have either one of you seen the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band movie?
Yes.
No.
You have
no?
Yeah, it was what is it?
The Bee Gees, Peter Frampton, Steve Martin, Alice Cooper.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm laughing because some random person in this lobby is trying to airdrop me something.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you should accept.
What if it's spam or something?
Maybe you should hit save on the episode before you open it up.
Yeah. As
hold
it
on.
crashes everything to
Would
the ground.
like to share a contact card.
Oh.
That's weird. Should I do it?
The last time you got spam blasted a contact card, it was Billy Zane. So.
Oh, I did that to him.
Oh. So you've made more friends that way.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Just a contact card. But yes,
it
you
failed.
should. The Sgt. Pepper movie is truly awful. But
truly awful.
But it's great. As a kid, I actually had a beta. We had a Betamax, and I had the tape recorded off HBO or something. Growing up, I would watch that movie so often. And it's funny, about, like 20 years ago now, when HD started to become a thing in one of the HD movie channels, and I was over at my mom's, and I said, oh my God, Mom, they're going to show Sgt. Pepper in full high definition. We got to watch this. And I couldn't wait because I remember loving this movie so much. And then I rewatched it and went, wow, this is really, really bad.
Yeah.
It's still great, but Aerosmith's version of Come Together comes from that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, I should watch it now.
You really should. Try to just find it and watch it when you just want to just punish yourself.
That's the one that has that kind of animated opening sequence of the wake up, get out of bed, and it's like run the comb across my head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that kind of animated line drawing opening.
Yeah. Sure does. Steve Martin is Maxwell Silverhammer.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's great.
It's
George Burns is in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He does Winham 64.
No kidding.
We just need to do a watch party for that.
We should. But he was like 104 when he did it.
Yeah, pretty
much. George
much.
Burns is one of those guys who became famous in 1923 at the age of 90, and then he ended up dying in the year 2000 at the age of 120. Like, I mean, that guy is he was just always old.
Yeah. He really was.
Like the Kardashians are famous for being rich, he was famous for being old.
Yes, that was his brand.
Yeah.
That was his brand.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman was born old.
Yeah. Have you seen early pictures of Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, he looks like he looks now, only less gray. Yeah, Morgan Freeman.
And the best voice, as a voiceover artist, the best voice in the world.
Are you familiar with Zeph Rank? He has a YouTube page. He did like Sad Dog Diaries. Have you
No.
Dearest Human? So and then he did True Facts. So True Facts were like, today we're going to do True Facts about the dung beetle, and he goes through and he talks. So he does one on Morgan Freeman, and after the show I'll show it to you. But it's like, Morgan Freeman was born. Morgan Freeman narrated his own birth. And there, as I come out the birth canal, I look up into the sky and I weep.
Yeah.
Every time he talks, microphones turn into gold bars, which he uses to fund documentaries about nature that happens because he narrated it.
Oh, he's just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. True Facts. You got to watch that.
All right.
Golly, it's starting to get loud again in here.
It is. Is there anything else we need to wrap up? Talk about from Inspire Week. Talked about Nintendo at Hollywood,
which was awesome.
Which is great.
I'll say, so yesterday morning, I'll just add this in real fast because this is going to be another thing I was going to ask you about.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I had the opportunity to go and do some benchmarking at the Oscars Museum.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the galleries was on The Godfather.
Ooh.
And they had this great montage as you walk into the movie or into the room. That was the 3 movies. Is like if you're going to narrow down the 3 movie story arc in like a 5-minute museum montage.
Yeah.
And it was great. And it just reminded me, I have not watched all 3 of those movies in forever. And that's a watch party I want to do again.
That is really good.
I mean, it's more like a watch weekend, but it should be good.
That's more of a, it's, you want to spread that one out a couple of days. Watch the first one, let it marinate.
Yeah.
Watch the second one, let it marinate.
We can have like themed things like horse heads and beds. And
oh, yeah. All 3 movies were just phenomenal. I just love mobster movies. Goodfellas, Casino, both favorites.
I like the way that the genres kind of shifted. You kind of got that. It wasn't quite Al Capone, but you kind of got that the first movie was earlier.
Yeah.
And then you got into the cool like 60s Savannah, like you got into that kind of
him off in Italy, kind of in
or because also with De Niro because you had his dad in there, so you got the juxtaposition between the two. Yeah. The two times. So really, you do get the full spectrum of mob lore from the 20s all the way through.
Well, and living
the 70s.
Living in Vegas all my life, I think that's also why I appreciate the mobster movies because of Vegas's connection to the mob. I mean, really before it became corporate Vegas, with like MGM Resorts, it was.
I had no
idea. Oh, come on now.
Come on now.
Yeah, the entire city of Las Vegas was a money laundering scheme for the
completely.
Mafia. Like that was just.
My mom and dad owned a boat shop in the 70s in Las Vegas and through the early 80s. A boat shop, yeah.
Boat shop.
So like Sea Ray boats, Bayliner, and
you know what this desert needs? A marina.
A marina. We have Lake Mead. but literally, a gentleman walked in with a briefcase filled with cash to buy a boat, and of course, when you're talking $15,000, $20,000 in cash, you're supposed to report that.
Yeah.
And he just said, "If I bring you this cash and don't want to give you my name, can you take care of this somehow, some way, so I can buy that boat?" And of course, my parents said, "Absolutely,
nailed it."
Yep. We will happily take care of that for you. We don't even want to know who you are.
That boat was not a tax write-off.
This boat is going to get filled with cement and end up somewhere in the desert. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave him a discount because there's a big scratch on the serial number.
Yeah, no, they're going to be. It's kind of like a time capsule. They intentionally put the boat somewhere, buried it up, and 50 years later decided to do build a community there, and then it's going to be all over the place. They find a boat that somehow carbon dates to 30,000 years ago.
Well, that's the
made
fun.
By Evinrude.
It was more of a you only move the headstones kind of thing.
That's the fun of Lake Mead is that as the water's evaporating and it's drying up, they're truly finding both sunken bodies, boats, and they even found a 50-gallon oil drum with a body in it.
Well, of course. Yeah, I heard about that. I mean,
that's
to be expected. The thing that I love most about Lake Mead drying up, other than the environmental disaster, was that B-29 that crashed in there back in the 40s. and it was sitting at I think like 120 feet of water. Like it was a. You had to go through several levels of scuba expertise to get down that far.
Yep.
And then suddenly it's like, nope, it's within 60 feet, like regular open water depth, which is totally fine.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Nice.
But, yeah, it's sad to see Lake Mead drying up, but, you know.
It happens.
It does.
I think we might be being joined by one last guest as we get ready to do our outros. You want to say hi? So this is another one of our friends. Say hi, Erica.
Hello.
Welcome to Rum and Nerdy.
Why, thank you.
This is your first stop on Rum and Nerdy.
Yes, it's very exciting. It's my very first time.
Fantastic.
I feel very rummy and nerdy.
Well, we're just about to wrap up. Just to close this out, what is your favorite thing that happened this week other than hanging out with Garrick and I? That one doesn't count.
Hanging out with you, Greg.
No, Garrick and I. It's like
and
other than that.
Other than that?
Yeah.
Let's see. It was exciting to be somewhere new and get to meet so many new people.
Fantastic.
For reference, Nintendo was really a big one that we had talked about because that one.
Actually, yeah, I take back my answer. None of that mattered. The best
Screw
part
those
was,
people. Yeah.
The best part was absolutely getting to see all of my industry friends play in Super Nintendo World and get to experience the games and see the magic of what play can be for all ages.
Fantastic. You did work on some of the, you like on the gamification and experiences, right?
Yeah, I was one of the 2 lead designers for the entire land-wide experience, the game.
That's fantastic. Do you want to plug the company that you work for real fast, or you just want to leave that off?
Oh, sure.
Some people want to plug, some people don't.
Yeah, absolutely. I work for Valtech Themed Entertainment Studio. I'm an executive creative director, and we create interactive worlds. So we're looking at the creative design of the story that the guests experience in physical space, and then our engineering team executes on that vision, creating the software, back-end logic, mobile app design, all of the things that allow that world, the physical world, to come to life with hidden digital tech behind the scenes.
Awesome. That's fun. Well, I wish we could talk. We should just have you on another time so we can really go into depth in that.
I would love to.
But I know this gentleman has to get in a car and drive 4 hours home.
Mm-hmm.
And these gentlemen have to get some food before our Uber XL picks us up in an hour and 22 minutes. So thanks for swinging by and saying hi. Dave, this is going to be weird. How do we do this? Okay, so that's a show. First off, as usual, I'd like to thank our friend, Dave Martin.
DemoDavePro.com.
Yeah. I was going to like...
Should we have him do it?
Yeah, that would be fun. I was trying to figure out how to do this. Like, first off, I'd like to thank you.
We'd like to thank this guy.
Yeah, you.
Trust me, I'm thrilled to finally actually be on a full episode
of
Rum and Nerdy.
And we're going to do more. Because we're going to do like Rum and Nerdy the weekend. We'll do at least 1, if not 2 episodes that week.
Yeah.
So we'll figure that out.
Nice.
And just actually, it'd be fun to do a 2-parter.
It would be fun to do a 2-parter.
Yeah, we just do a 2-parter. But thank you. We love you. Our extra, or like our 5th Beatle.
Yeah.
4th Beatle. How many Beatles do we have now?
Oh, really? It's mostly just the 3 of us, and then the intern.
Yeah. So we have. There's 4 in the coven.
In the coven.
Yeah. COVEN. Yeah.
I know now.
Okay.
Talking to the Rum and Nerdy Nation.
Yeah, Nerd Nation.
Nerd Nation.
Love you, Nerd Nation.
There you go. So thank you. Hey, check us out on our website, rumandnerdy.com. That's rumandnerdy.com.
Social medias, we're also at Rum and Nerdy.
You can email us, and we love to hear from you. Mostly Scott, but we do hear from some of the others. Please reach out. We love our listeners, and sometimes we read the emails on the show. But that's show@rumandnerdy.com.
Is that it?
And scene. No, I think that's it. I think thanks for everybody in the lobby at the Lowe's Hollywood Hotel.
Thanks for all of our guests
for our
that
very nice background noise. That's
that's a nice ambiance of hungover people getting into Ubers.
Yeah. Thank you to the Los Angeles County Police Department for the sirens a little while ago. That was nice.
That was fun.
Thank you for that burger place that gave Greg a totally terrible breakfast, lunch, dinner. What was that meal that you had? It was like 4th meal.
That was 4th meal.
No, it was asphalt.
Asphalt.
Yes.
Asphalt and a bun with fries.
Yes. Onion rings.
On that note,
stay nerdy, my friends.